Okay, so in our very first example in condomless sex and trying to figure out the likelihood of getting cervical cancer, we had the odds ratio of OR equals 5.6. And I said you can interpret that as either individuals who reported condomless sex had 5.6 times the odds of having cervical cancer compared to those who used condoms, or individuals who had condomless sex had a 460% higher likelihood of cervical cancer than those who did not report condomless sex. So how did we go from 5.6 to 460%? And why? Right? How did we get from there to there? Well, remember back in the beginning when I said if an OR equals 1, that means no association. That means the base of an odds ratio is a 1. So to figure out how much more something is, you need to remove that 1 from the equation. So what we do is we do 5.6 minus 1 equals 4.6, and then it's a percent. And when we have a percent, we need to multiply by 100 in order to get a percent. So if you multiply 4.6 times the odds by a percent, you have 460% more likely. Now, if you said 560% more likely, you'd be wrong. You didn't get rid of the 1. If you said 5.6 times more likely, you would also be wrong. It is either 5.6 times the odds or 460% more likely. The reason it's more likely is because our OR is greater than 1, right? So times, you always can say 5.6 times the odds, or you can say 460% more likely. You cannot combine the two, and so to be safe, you might want to just stick with the very first way I told you on how to interpret these things so that you don't screw it up. Because you'll see in a second, we are going to go and we're going to have the complete flip side for those ORs that are less than 1. So this is an OR bigger than 1.